Code of Ethics for Professional Teacher. So with it, teachers are expected to possess dignity and reputation with high moral values as well as technical and professional competence in the practice of their noble profession. Teachers are expected to be part of the community. To be part of it means to have a role to act. Teachers play a vital role in our community. The community that is specified here is the community within and outside the school, as the 8 sections of Article 3 of the Code of Ethics stated. As Section 1 stated, teachers as a facilitator of learning and development of the youth. So, the teacher will deliver the lesson or topic in a simple but effective way. It's the job of the teacher to make complicated things uncomplicated. With this, the progress of students will be visible. Therefore, the teacher will render the best service, providing an environment conducive for such learning and growth. A pleasant environment does not only mean a clean classroom, but also the people inside the classroom are pleasant, like teacher that students can depend on and classmates that care for them. This environment makes learners believe that they can do the work and they feel accepted. No bullying, no competition, just a typical classroom that is full of love.
Now let's proceed to teacher leadership and initiative for community participation. Section 2 of the Article 3 of the Code of Ethics states that leadership and initiative of the professional teacher to participate in community movements for social, economic, civic betterment of the community. What does it mean? The teachers are not supposed to be removed from the community life, and that teachers are expected to be in the world and to be in the world with others and for others according to Heidegger, and also that teachers take initiative and do not wait for community to ask for help. The teachers are supposed to be part of the community's activities or whatever movements they have, and that teachers should take initiative, do not wait for the community to ask for help. Section 6 of the Article 3 of the Code of Ethics states that every teacher is an intellectual leader in the community, especially in the barangay, and shall welcome the opportunity to provide such help when needed and to extend counseling services as appropriate and to actively involve in matters concerning the welfare of people. What does it mean? Teachers do not just welcome the opportunity to lead. Teachers are guidance counselors, prayer leaders, commentators, leaders in religious celebrations, fiesta coordinators, judges, coaches, financial advisors, a nurse, a doctor, and etc. Also that teachers work for the community. For example, getting parents and other members of the community to participate in school activities. So, take note that teachers participating in community affairs prove them as the most responsible and most important members of the society because their professional efforts affect the fate of the earth. Now we are down with professional teacher with dignity and honor. Section 3 of the Article 3 of the Code of Ethics states that every teacher shall merit reasonable social recognition, for which purpose he shall behave with honor and dignity at all times, and refrain from such activities as gambling, smoking, drunkenness, and other excesses, much less illicit relations. What does it mean? It is common knowledge that if you are engaged in an illicit relationship, you can't have a moral authority. For that reason, your students won't believe you. Remember that society expects much of teachers, that they expect them to live up to the challenge, to behave and model good behavior. And if teachers fail to do so, teachers are condemned without trial. So remember that society expects much more of the teachers than any other professions, and they look at them with scrutinizing eyes. Therefore, we must remember that teachers are professionals with honor and dignity.
And now, we will proceed to the teacher's attitude towards local customs and traditions. Based on the Article 3, Section 4, every teacher shall live for and with the community and shall therefore study and understand local customs and tradition in order to have sympathetic attitude, therefore refrain from disparaging the community. Professional teachers are neither ethnocentric nor xenocentric. Ethnocentric is referred to one's thinking that his or her culture is the center of the world. Therefore, a professional teacher is not an ethnocentric as he or she did not invalidate the local customs and traditions of one's community culture just because his or her culture is higher to the community. He or she is not xenocentric also for looking at his or her culture as inferior into another community's culture. Fortunate and happy is a community that has teachers who live with them, exert effort to understand their local customs and traditions, and consequently appreciate the same. We should manifest to build a good community by respecting, accepting, and appreciating one's unique culture and traditions. With this, we should display a sense of belongingness because we are living for and with the community, so we have to support one another. Every culture has its positive and negative aspects. Positive aspects needs to be passed on, while negative aspects need to be purified tactfully and sincerely. Next, we have the professional teacher and information update. Article 3, Section 5 states that every teacher shall help the school keep the people in the community informed about the school's work and accomplishment, as well as the needs and problems. The community here refers to external and internal stakeholders. Internal stakeholders are those students, parents, and teachers. On the other hand, the external stakeholders are those parents without students or children enrolled in the school, the barangay officials, other government officials, the non-government and government organizations, the alumni, and retirees. So why do we need these stakeholders to be informed? The school is part of the community where the students acquired knowledge. The school is there for the community, therefore, it is their right to be informed of the activities, accomplishments, needs, and problems. Moreover, the school and the community will work as one. With this being said, the role of a professional teacher is to help the school inform the community with regards to what happened inside the school. This gives them a sense of ownership, being informed of the school's project, needs, and problems. With a sense of ownership, the community will lead the participating to lead participating actively in the resolution of schools' problems and needs. Thus, the collaboration of both internal and external stakeholders are as significant as it will help the student in conducting any activities either at school or in the community. We also have here the Parents-Teachers Association. There is always a Parents, Teachers, and Association or PTA in every school. It may be called Homeschool Association or Family Advisory Council in the private school. This association is for the parents and parents with children who are enrolled in the school. That is, it is designed for the internal stakeholders only. PTA is very important in every school because it is the time where the teachers and parents discuss certain problems in the school, especially when it regards to their children or the learners. This is an open forum in which the teacher address some concerns to the parents to think of a solution. Aside from that, they will promote a good and healthy conversation. Thus, they will have the opportunity to establish a better environment to every learner by finding a way of how can they amend or solve the problem peacefully.
The School Governing Council. It has different membership and functions. It's a policy-making body including the school head as Chief Executive Officer, Manager, and Chief Operating Officer. It is proof that the school head is sharing his or her leadership with members of the community. It determines general policies on student welfare, discipline, and well-being. It is concerned with the development and implementation, monitoring, and evaluation of the School Improvement Plan or SIP. It reports the progress of the SIP implementation of the school's division, superintendent, and the community. There is School Governing Council in every public school. It shares in the management of a school with the school head as chair. It is another opportunity for the community to participate in the school activities. The professional teacher and government official and other professionals. Under Article 3, Section 7, every teacher shall maintain harmonious and pleasant personal and official relations with the other professionals, with government officials, and with the people, individually or collectively. Professional teachers cannot afford not to be in pleasant relations with others. It's always best to be on good terms with everyone else in the community. The professional teacher does not use position to proselyte. Under Article 3, Section 8, a teacher possesses freedom to attend church and worships as appropriate, but shall not use his positions and influence to proselyte others. Professional teachers in position should use power or influence through a purpose that is by performing their job as teachers. It is highly unprofessional for teachers to use positions to proselyte. 1987 Philippine Constitution, Article 2, Section 6. No law shall be made respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. The free exercise and enjoyment of religion, religious profession, and worship without discrimination and preference shall forever be allowed. Here are some takeaways. Article 3 of the Code of Ethics for Professional Teachers states that a professional teacher shall live for and with the community. The community includes internal and external stakeholders. Internal stakeholders are the students, parents, and the teachers, while external stakeholders are those parents without children enrolled in the school, barangay officials, other government officials, non-government organizations, government organizations, alumni, and retirees. For the learners, you facilitate learning and the development of the youth. To do this, you have to create a nurturing positive environment. For the community, you are a leader. You take the initiative and leadership to actively participate in the community affairs and movements in turn to involve the community in school activities for the upliftment of both school and the community. This can readily happen if you are in harmonious relations with all people in the community. To keep the parent and community involvement in school, they must be updated with happenings in school's accomplishments, achievements, problems, and especially projects. At all times, at all places, and for all people, don't misuse or nor abuse that authority or power bestowed on you as a professional teacher. For you to be credible as a community leader, you shall behave with honor and dignity 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, respect community culture, and seek to understand them, or else lose your flavor as a community leader.